FPL Game Week 12 Team Selection video. Welcome back. FPL's back. International break is over. Kieran, excited?
Yeah, about time. No more international breaks for a while now, which is nice. So
I know.
I'm sure it will come around quickly still, though. So
Yeah,
until next time.
we've got so many game weeks now. I think it's like 10 game weeks in I don't know, 2 months or something like that. I love it when it gets to this time of season. When you have the triple game week at the beginning of December, I
Mm,
think it's going to just more football, more
yeah,
content.
just hopefully remember to do teams on Boxing Day and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
And
I've
yeah,
got to remember doing it. I feel like that's when I'm bench boosting. My
of course, yeah.
Christmas bench boost. I listened
Mm,
to the FPL Wire show like in the week, and they were talking about like optimal bench boost weeks, and they basically talked about every week apart from Christmas bench boost. I was like, Christmas bench boost, it's gonna happen.
fair
Oh,
play.
all right. So tonight's show, we're obviously going to be talking about our team selections. There's loads of flags to talk through transfers and things. Shall we start with your team, Keeg?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sticking with Raya in goal this week instead of Dubravka. Timber's still in there for the Tottenham game. Gabriel, I'm expecting I will probably sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't have full confirmation that he's out, but like all the kind of like big sports and football reporters are kind of saying that
Yeah.
he's going to be out for about 1 to 2 months. So yeah, that's obviously a sell. Highest price defender in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to basically anyone. Just depends what I want to do with the money, really. Yeah, I'll finish the rest of the team. Munoz Wolves at home, away. Obviously, got to play
Mm.
him there. Minte at Brentford,
That looks like a good one.
which is a good fixture, and I am possibly looking at taking him out because I did leave money in the bank. But you know, I think his fixtures coming up after this are not so as good. So
Mm.
it's a shame moving him this week, but I feel like it's probably the time to just do it because I don't think I'm ready to move Semenyo yet. I think Semenyo, I think we've seen he got engaged and stuff like that, so I don't think he's actually injured.
Well,
And
you
I
say
think he
that. I saw a post on X earlier that they released their training photos from yesterday slash
right.
maybe Thursday morning, and he wasn't in any of them. But some of the other
Okay,
players that had been on international break were. So I was a bit like, oh,
interesting.
mm.
See, I figured he wasn't because he just took
Yeah,
that
because of
time
time
off
off. Yeah.
to do the engagement thing. But okay, interesting.
Mm.
And then yeah, Sarr against Wolves as well. And then Haaland captain at the moment. I think I'm probably going to stick on it. I also watched a bit of The Wire about their captaincy
Oh yeah.
discussion, and yeah, it just seems fine to just stick it on Haaland with him
Okay.
in form. The rest of the team's pretty much in form now. And if I'm back in anyone else, it would probably be like a United player, and
Mm.
maybe I'm bringing in a second one, and or like Mateta, and just it doesn't feel great. So I think
No,
I'll just
sure.
stick it on Haaland, who's Newcastle form's been a little bit patchy. They've been decent at home, but I think City can certainly get a few goals there. So that's for me. And then Thiago and Mateta finished
Mm.
the lineup. First bench is going to be Mukiele over Keane, I think. Mukiele should be fine
Yeah.
to come on for Semenyo if that happens. So, yeah, transfer-wise, I'm probably looking at Gabriel. I mean, I sent this to you. Gabriel to Canate might be a thing.
Okay.
And then Minte up to Fernandez and have the double United attack.
Mm-hmm.
Get off the Arsenal triple and get onto one Liverpool.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts there, and that's exact money. Or I just do just a straight obvious Gabriel to like a Van Dyke,
Yeah.
which is fine. Or I do like Gabriel down to someone like the Cash, or around that 4.5 mark, maybe a Van Heck, maybe a Collins. Like this, there is a good few
Mm.
options in that area, and then I can get Minte up to basically anyone. I could
What,
go to
including
Saka.
Saka? Okay.
I think I would have enough. I think maybe I'd have to go to another 4-0, which I don't actually think is that bad because like
No.
most of them have got fine fixtures and
Yeah.
they have been decent. So yeah, it's whether I think Saka is worth it with that money. Is Fernandez just
Mm.
better over these fixtures coming up?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really just debating which of those players to get, and I'm not sure. I think I'll just come down to who I fancy him in. Like, just whether if Liverpool defense is worth it, or I just put the money in the bank and just get a cheaper player. Yeah, I guess maybe a lot will depend on Semenyo, because if Semenyo's out, then even though he has Sunderland and Everton like after this week, the fixtures after that aren't as good. So yeah, I'll have to see what happens there. But that's the team at the moment. Yeah, captaincy staying on Haaland, and yeah, maybe Sarr could go, because maybe I don't need a triple Palace, but their fixtures long term are really good. So, and Sarr has again flirted or continued to flirt with points in other competitions, or get points in other competitions, and not to do it in the Premier League. Same as the end of last year when I got Sarr instead of Mateta, but at least I have Mateta as well this time. But yeah, if he can stop trolling me, that would be great.
I think the moves sound good. I think it also, like you mentioned with Gabriel, if you took him down to like a player around that 4 million mark, like rotating between Keane, Makelele, and a 4.0 defender, there might be some like nice rotation there if you wanted to go Saka. It's just Saka's fixtures are like okay and fine, aren't they? They're not great. If Salah was Saka's price, it would absolutely be him. But I mean, what are they there? Tottenham, Chelsea, Brentford, Aston Villa, Wolves. So they're
I mean, I don't mind it for attacking point of view as such. So yeah,
it's just a
I
shame to get rid
think
of Mincy.
maybe there will be less solid at the back, and maybe it is the time to get back onto the attack. And Gyökeres is supposed to be fit again, so if maybe anyone starts to look at him, but I don't know. But so yeah, it's whether I take the safe bet in Saka's mins and Saka's attacking output versus a Fernandes, who's obviously also safe in terms of mins, but less certain of returns, I suppose.
I think whatever you do as well, it sounds quite interesting, because it makes me think that you would be like a bit like me, kind of looking at maybe doing a free hit in game week 13, because if you go into, let's say you've got Fernandes to go with Mbeumo, you'd have 5 players in the Man United Crystal Palace game, and you'd potentially have double Arsenal defence away against Chelsea, and then it just seems like a lot of coverage with Semenyo away against Sunderland. That seems like a good opportunity to free hit. But then also, if you did it the other way and you got Saka in for Minte and took it Gabriel into 4-0, I think that also lines up nicely. Like it could be a good game week 13 free hit.
The problem with going down to 4-0 as well is that I'm again not really, even after wildcard, not really taking advantage of all these like DEFCON defense players. And I'm still stuck in like a 3-4-3 when really I should be like looking at a 4-4-2 or something like that. So yeah, maybe it's the time where the clean sheets are going to sort of dry up, but at the same time that the time of year where the clean sheets will dry up, but at the same time like DEFCONs should still be sustainable in these games, shouldn't they? So
you think so?
Yeah, something to think about.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. All right, onto my team. So similar to you, really. I've only got the two flags at the minute. Gabriel and Semenyo. So the team is Raya in goal, Gabriel, Munoz, Senesi, midfield, and Ndai, Fernandes, Semenyo, Caicedo with the armband just for lols, Mateta, Haaland, and Thiago. So I've still got bench of Anderson, Rodon, and Reinders. So I've been deliberating what to do with Gabriel all week. Like I feel like Arsenal's defense has been so good, because I'm kind of expecting him to be out, given that Ornstein reported it. So Arsenal's defense is still so good. How much is it going to drop off? Do I still need like a second Arsenal defender? Like I look at Timber again. If you look at Timber against Van Dijk, Timber's comfortably outscored him so far this season. He's been helped by that huge mega haul he got, but he's still, Arsenal have got more clean sheets. But he isn't like a DEFCON defender, and their fixtures aren't like clean sheet friendly. So it does make me think, should I just, play it straight and just go after the better fixtures, even though Liverpool are slightly worse defensively? I think Alisson coming back this weekend, it seems like it's been reported, is a huge boost. To make me think Van Dijk seems like a pick. And I suppose also another factor is over Christmas, with all the games, you want a player who potentially plays more often than not centre back, and Van Dijk is, very rarely, if ever, rested in the league. So I think you're not checking team sheets when you pick him. So it makes sense that I'm very likely, I think, going to go Gabriel to Van Dijk, and then in midfield, I will have enough money now. All week I've been kind of thinking I'm going to sell Reinders to get Mbeumo and then play Mbeumo over Caicedo. But now if Semenyo's out, I don't really want to lose any value in him, and he just seems like a good long-term hold for the price I bought him. So I think if
Your Casado.
sorry, Semenyo. Well, actually they both are, but I think Semenyo and Caicedo, I've still got quite a lot of money tied in them, and I don't think
Right.
like it's a good week to necessarily sell them. So I could nicely do Gabriel to Van Dijk, Reinders to Mbeumo, and then either bench Semenyo or Caicedo, play 3-4-3, or if I was feeling a bit less exciting, I could perhaps bench Ndiaye away against Man United and play Anderson instead. And play
Yeah, that
four
makes sense.
four
Yeah.
three three.
Yeah, I wouldn't bench Semenyo. You just play him and
Yeah,
see.
see what happens.
Yeah, he probably either starts or doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the paths are probably quite clear. I think I'm still gonna, even though I like him, I talked on the show the other day, didn't I, about I'm not 100% sure Saka's price for these fixtures at the minute, and I'd rather have Mbeumo for the next 4 and then maybe transfer him out in game week 16 or 17 when he goes AFCON.
Yeah, I wonder if I yeah, I mean that makes sense. I wonder if I just get Van Dijk and I just roll the other just so I can keep Minte for
Another
Brentford at
week.
home. Kind of makes sense a little bit as
Do
well.
you need a double? Well, I mean, I'm going for it, but yeah, do you really need a double at the expense of Minte with a good fixture?
Yeah.
Whereas
And just two free transfers the week after, which yeah, could be good. That's the game week 13, isn't it? Yeah, the transfers roll over if you free hit, don't they? Still,
I think that I've learned now since thanks to one of our comments that they do.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a tricky one. Like I've had Caicedo for like weeks now, and he got me 1 assist, and I think the other time I benched his points. But like for me, he's like not a fun. He's not a fun own. Like I don't mind the defenders getting DEFCON, but when I'm playing like 3-4-3, like Ndiaye, I know will sometimes get DEFCON, but he's also got like a bit of attacking threat and penalty. Same with Bruno. I just think Mbeumo seems fun compared to Caicedo in that 4th midfield slot. So I think
you for sure bench Caicedo and play. What are you doing with Reinders? Are you keeping him still?
So I think Reinders is the one I'll be able to sell. So if I do Gabriel to Van Dijk, I can do Reinders finally out to Mbeumo, and then sort of by default I'd probably bench Caicedo and have him second bench, Anderson first bench, and then if Semenyo's out, Anderson will come in. That's probably what will happen. And 2 transfers, but then keep rolling, and then maybe just make a few changes ahead of that luxurious game week 18 bench boost.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see as well next week who really is worth looking at City players as well. I think O'Reilly maybe you could go this week, but I expect City probably concede. And just
think against Leeds?
Ait-Nouri is it's against Newcastle, isn't it?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant next week.
Yeah,
Yes,
City.
yeah.
So I think Ait-Nouri is back. Is he definitely going to keep him out of the team all the time? Like I don't know. That's over the Christmas period. That seems risky, I guess. So it's probably just Vardiol, who he was playing centre back this season, a much less attacking potential. Donnarumma, I guess, is around 5.5 if you're going from like a Raya to him, something like that. Or, if you're considering Allison, you could do that maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Which doesn't seem bad. But yeah, Doku has been playing really well for Belgium as well. I assume he's nailed on at the moment. Like Pep plays players who are in form and just like has a darling complex of them when they get in form, and then he just keeps playing them, kind of like we've seen with Lewis, we've kind of seen with O'Reilly now. When a player gets in his favor, he just keeps playing them. So that Doku could be someone to look at. I mean, possibly like he's historically been a bit of a troll and not been consistent at all, but lately for club and country he's been really good, and he's a decent price too. So that could be someone from Minte, from Semenyo, from Sarr, like that price point could be somewhere you could look at.
Definitely.
So I'm interested in
definitely. Well, and probably just to back that up as well, like I've been toying around with doing some game week 13 free hit drafts when City have got Leeds at home next game week, and a lot of my players are playing each other with Palace and Man United. I'll potentially have 4 players in that game, and an Arsenal player away at Chelsea. And I look at that like City home against Leeds, and I think there's a chance there where I could have a City defender, maybe in someone safe like Donnarumma, a City midfielder in Doku, and then Haaland. Like in a free hit team seems quite strong. And Aston Villa have got Wolves at home that game week. It just seems like worth a punt on Ollie Watkins. So yeah, I think there's options for like a good free hit week there.
I don't think that United Palace game is bad, really. I guess obviously you got a defender in Palace, but I think could be goals from both teams there.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it just feels like a lot. It just feels like a lot.
Are
4
you,
in there.
Are you worried about using your free hit in potential that there could be like a postponement from like weather? We're seeing obviously like snow batter up the north at the moment, and that could certainly happen. It's happened the last few years, so I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happens again.
That's true. Oh, I don't know. Maybe question that now, because I feel like if I hold on to it late, I don't want it to interfere with like game week 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, true. I mean, it's probably just fear mongering, because it probably is only just gonna be like 1 or like 2 fixtures that miss tops, and like, is that gonna be like one where you have loads of players in it and you'd be really unlucky, I guess. But
yeah, I think the free hit chip's really difficult unless it is a blank, because you pick the team you've got because you think they all do well, and you think, well, actually no, I'm going to pick a totally different team that I think might do slightly better. I think it's really difficult to get it right.
It's kind of like the unlimited chip in Champions League, where you just you pick all the top guns, and then your team before, who's got like a hard fixture on paper, does really well. It's just that's the quarries, the worries and quandaries of the free hit, I guess. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I don't think I've got too much else to say, really. Captaincy, I am interested in Mbeumo. I'm like, I don't know, not 50-50. I'm like 51 Haaland, 49 in Mbeumo at the moment. That's why the captaincy is where it is, because I thought at the start of this week I was going to sell Caicedo to him. Just nestle it in that position early. But you're quite set on Haaland then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thiago, maybe.
Yeah. Hero. Cool. All right. Well, should we wrap up there?
Yep, think so.
Excellent. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you like the content, please do hit like and subscribe. And we'll be back next Tuesday for Game Week 13 preview. See you then.
Yeah, thanks all.
Bye-bye.